Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God is good. I believe you are happy to be here today. The Lord be with you. The Lord show you kindness. I'm so excited that today is Tuesday. Sorry for coming late, but still we are here. Every Tuesday we meet for this thing called
marriage.
We believe that marriage is good.
Marriage works.
If only
you work.
And you're welcome wherever you're watching us from. We're coming live from the Sound of Abundance TV studios. We believe that God has been with you, kept you, watched you, and been with you and your family.
Right.
Karibu sana, karibu sana, karibu sana. And today I'm again, as usual, with my partner here, my friend, my partner, my friend, my wife, my friend, and my partner in Christ, and my partner in
Christ.
In crime. So you're welcome to join us and for this wonderful program tonight.
Right. So for those of you that are watching us from our social media platforms, that is the Rev B and Sound of Abundance Church.
Yes.
SOA TV, KE, kindly like, love, and share. That's exactly what I was doing. And those of you that are watching us from SOA TV,
yes,
you are so welcome.
Karibu sana.
We love you with the love of Christ, and we appreciate your support on us and to us, especially on this program, this thing called marriage.
Wow.
Tuesday is always a terrific Tuesday for us because we come to make, mentor, inspire every marriage, because we believe that marriage really indeed can work.
Yes.
Every person out here speaking and declaring that marriages nowadays do not work, that's a lie from the pit of hell. Indeed, marriages can work, and my husband and I are a true testimony that indeed our marriage is working. You too, your own can work.
So karibu sana. Please, if you're watching us from SOA TV, make sure you are seated next to your hubby, next to your
Who is
bae,
hubby?
next to your hubby, next to your bae, boo, and
Bebe.
karibu sana. Please let us know where you're watching us from, and those who are watching.
Hakuna bebe.
Bebe ni ya wapi?
Ya
Kweli mahindi. Kweli mahindi. But you're welcome, karibu sana. And today we want to tell everyone that is watching that please, the topic is very interesting, very sweet. We hope that in these programs you're learning a lot, and you're learning a lot, and you're learning a lot. And we are here to make sure we help you make your marriage become sweeter every day. And so today we are thanking God because of this thing called marriage. And to be very honest, one wise woman said, if you see marriage is not working, it's because
if you see marriage is not working, it's because one party or both parties have refused to cooperate.
I only believe in that part of both parties. That one party I refuse.
It can be one party.
No, it is two parties.
For instance,
it takes two to tango.
When a husband is behaving
weirdly. All husbands are good. Just women are becoming stubborn. So
all right.
It is always women that are having an issue.
We want to go right into the program tonight and handle and manhandle and attack the topic of the night.
But I can assure you something, that the subject we're going to handle today, we might not finish it today.
Okay.
But we'll get up to where we can get.
Yes.
So make sure you're there with your pen and your paper and your partner next to you. Mshike mkono.
Paper, no. Notebook, yes.
Okay, notebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paper itapotea.
All right, fine. So make sure you have your notebook, your iPad, your tablet, your laptop. Your Wi-Fi is on, whichever fiber is on, ready for this. Tonight we are discussing on a very interesting topic.
Right.
We are discussing love and submission. We want to know, how do you love? And because most of the time, women are the ones who are not satisfied with what they get. So we want first to start with, what is the definition of love? What is the definition of submission? What do women understand when we talk about love? What do women understand when it comes to the issue of submission? What exactly are women saying? Love, because some of these men, we believe that when your wife is angry and you come with a flower, you have said sorry, And women like so many things, but today we're going to dig into it. Number one, probably let's say women want love.
What do you understand with the love and submission? What is the language of submission from the point of view of a man?
Before we get to our understanding, because we will not go the dictionary way, we will go the
understanding.
Yeah, the manual way.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But exactly, if we don't go to the Bible side, which is our foundation, women say they want to be loved.
Right.
So before we get there, most of the time there are 5 ways you show love to a woman. Hi men, get ready, get ready. We men, get ready. I don't know how. I think we'll do one by one.
No, first of all,
wait, we'll do one by one first.
We'll do one on each side.
And where there's more pressure, we'll dwell there a little. So, yes.
For me, I think just to tackle like an intro or the meaning, I think what we should like touch the tip of the iceberg. All right. What we should touch on is generally what does men understand as the language of submission? What does women understand as the language of love?
Yes.
Generally, as a man, speak for the men. As a woman, let me speak for the women. Generally, so that now we go down to what are some of the things that to us when you do or when you apply, speak that this man, my husband, loves me.
Okay.
Okay, or this wife, my wife, submits to me. Okay. So for men, let me go give you the leadership role. For a man, what do you understand by submission? What is the language or what is the action as a man that you understand as submission?
For men, when you talk about submission, okay, different men look at it differently.
Yes.
But generally, men look at submission as a woman listening to the man. You know, a woman coming under the man, a woman following the instructions and the ways of the man.
Right.
That's what men understand.
That is basically
generally, yeah.
Okay. And for us as women, what we understand as a general language of love is the action of the way this person handles you. Okay. There's this men, their nature, natural nature is a bit rough and tough. Okay, quote unquote manhandling. All right, when you handle your wife like a fellow man, you don't care about their feelings, you don't care about their thoughts, you don't care about their little nitty-gritty things that they do to prove to you that they love you or they submit to you. You know, that's what I usually call is like you are living with a woman like you're in the same manner you're living with a man. So for us, love is generally action.
Okay.
It is what is done that we are able to now to interpret it as love. It is also what we feel again, but also most importantly, what is done. The action part of love is what now speaks volume that this man loves me.
Man, did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure they did. Did you hear that Kasnia of Sorry.
So what exactly we are going to discuss today in a nutshell, but I want you to get ready with your notebook and your iPad, your whatever you're using to write down jot down your notes. Is let me start with the women.
Right.
What women want, right? What you do to a woman that she feels you love her or you love them. What happens? Number one is by protecting and defending your wife. To women, is a sign of love.
Right.
Okay. Explain.
The protection and defense. Women are the weaker vessel. Right?
Kulala ngumu.
Hapana, tuiseme tu vile inasemekana.
Kulala ngumu.
All right? Women naturally by creation, all right, are not as masculine as men are.
Na wale wameenda gym.
Achana na hao wameenda gym. Let's talk about even those who have gone to the gym.
Yes.
You cannot equate the strength of a man. Excuse me, sir.
No, I'm okay.
I need your eye contact. You cannot equate the strength of a man, even that one, even Congestina. If one day she would have gotten married or she is married, there is that protection that she would still require from the husband, which can never be equated by her gymming or by her being a boxer and all that. So at one point, a woman will want will read the language of love from you as the husband. Number one, by your protection and by the way you, I said what? Protection and what?
Protection and defense.
By the way you protect her and by the way you defend her from many sources, many things. You know, in-laws, the way you defend her from some of the things that may be hurting to her, some of the things that may be coming her way that are unjust or unjust, okay? One of those actions that you do when she needs to see that defense part of you is what now speaks volumes very loudly that my husband really loves me. Yes.
Okay.
What do you read from submission?
For men, submission is
Number one,
following. Following. A man tells you, let's go, you go. Following. That's the first thing about women. Ladies, listen. Anytime you argue with your husband, it's a sign you have no submission.
It's the sign you're not following.
You're not submissive.
But you're talking about following.
Following, yes. For a man, one way you show submission is following.
Yes.
Kumfuata. Kama kufuata. What he tells you. And akwambia, let's go. You say, okay, let's go. Because when you start arguing with the man, it's a sign you're not submissive. It's a sign that you have your own head.
Excuse me, sir. Following and arguing are two different things.
Yes.
Which one are you handling?
I'm handling
the following.
The following. What I'm saying is this. When a man tells you, your husband tells you, let's go this way.
Right.
And you argue, or you tend to fight what he's saying, it's a sign to him you're not submissive. So what shows you are submissive to a man is the art of following. Art of following. We are traveling this week. Okay, my husband, where are we going? You see, accept first, ask questions later. We are traveling, where? Where? The moment of said where, the man now gets agitated. The first thing is, okay, we are traveling. Where is number two? The moment you say, okay, it means you have agreed to what he's saying.
Okay.
The art of following. For any man, a woman who cannot follow one, instruction, two, direction, is a very stubborn woman.
Okay.
To the man, you are not submissive enough. Yes.
All right.
To the man, for us men, we need a woman who can follow. I gave you 3,000 and this 3,000 was for this and this and this.
Yeah.
Don't divert it. Or don't become clever and rearrange the plan. You say, he gave you food, 3,000 for food. Then you tell him, I decided 1,000 I sent to my mom because she called me, and 2,000 I did this. So that's not following.
Don't you agree, that when it comes to following, for me, I tend to just have a feeling that when it comes to following, there needs to be room for, because you're dealing with an adult, there needs to be room, like for question, like where are we going? Why are we going to the village all of a sudden? Okay, why are we doing this project and not this one? And by asking questions, can that be misinterpreted for being a tough head?
Yes.
So you shouldn't ask any questions. No, my husband, really.
Not that
are you dealing with a child?
You should not ask questions. The thing here is, number one, you accepted first. There are people tell them, we are traveling. I know, you didn't tell me. You have rebelled to the thing, you don't even know why.
That is wrong.
I gave you 2,000. This is for this, or keep for me this money. I bought this.
Yeah. Do you know that there are men who get even irritated with the questions? That
Yes.
one has a demon.
The first thing.
Because you don't expect for you to come and just give the directions of following, which is okay to follow, which is easy, and which is the right way to follow. And then that person that you're leading is like you're equating them to your 5-year-old, shouldn't ask anything.
You see what? The thing is this. At what point do you ask, and what are you asking?
I'm asking.
The first thing is this. When it comes to submission to a man, the first thing, and this is what women should understand, what a man needs or what a man fears is not the question. The man fears a reciprocation.
Why should he fear?
A negative reciprocation. Men don't want to be like a fight back. You know what I mean? Like, for example, anakwambia, let's do this, then you have another way. Matter of fact, he can tell you, I want us to go home next week. Say, no, let's go next month. What are you doing? Already to the man, you're telling him, your leadership, I can come in. Men are species to be followed. They're the alphas. They lead. The moment
That's true, they are leaders.
Yeah. So when you bring your thought and you bring, like, you want to argue with what he's saying, you're destabilizing his authority. You're badging into his leadership. So what will do? The man will either protect his throne or he will let you rule. He will let you rule. So men don't want to be like you're fighting them back. No.
Yeah.
The one thing that for man shows that you're submissive is to follow direction and leadership. Follow.
Okay.
Yes.
We get that, as much as it can be a bit of a challenge, being that following is, it can be challenging. Tuseme tu hivyo. Kwa sababu here you're dealing with a mature person. One. So it is right. It is a challenge that women should take up and take it up very positively. Let me just say that way.
Yes.
It is the right thing. It should be done, because now this is your leader. This is your priest. This is your head.
You see also, there is a way you can ask why. Are you getting me? For example, we are traveling home next week. Is there any challenge at home?
Yeah.
Are you getting it? There's a way you ask that question you want to ask. The moment you ask like that, you have put that man off.
All right.
So there's a better way of asking it. The first thing the man is to hear the nod. That okay gives the man an upper hand. Yes.
Okay.
So it's very important when you can follow what the man tells you. For him, it's a sign that you're submissive.
Right.
Number 2 for women, by providing for your wife and family adequately in your capacity.
By providing for your wife
and family adequately.
Let's just say the truth, as times are going.
Yes.
Right? Economy is becoming very tight.
Yes.
On several people. Okay? And the adequate provision now is becoming also a challenge. Okay? But one of the ways a woman understands the language of love from the husband, we're talking about wife and husband here,
yes,
is by the provision. Okay? How much do you earn? Do you take care of us adequately? From my knowledge of what you get.
Can I ask a question?
Do you know this?
Can I ask a question?
Let me just put a statement. Do you know this?
Okay.
There are women who live with their husbands, have lived with their husbands for over 20-something, almost going 30 years, and they do not know what that man earns.
Is it a must they know?
It is a must, because listen.
You're eating. I'm paying rent. The man is paying rent.
Now this is the thing.
Wait.
Kwa nini unaficha?
Unataka kujua nini?
Kwa sababu if you don't show me, it means there is either another diversion that you're taking that money, or you're not be.
Let's be on the point of adequately.
Roger, if you don't provide for me, okay? If you hide whatever you earn as my husband.
I'm not hiding.
No, I'm just saying, if you hide, sasa utaki kusema paycheck.
Hey baby, I'm earning 20K.
You are spoiling, and you know you are spoiling.
I'm not spoiling, I'm just asking.
The right thing
because
is
there are men who don't see why they should show their wives.
Is it right?
Because there are women, if you show them, they want to control it.
No, that is now the point whereby sasa pia nyinyi mnasema part of submission ni put your paycheck whatever you have gotten at the end of
we have not gotten there.
No, if you cannot, for the last 20 years you've been married together, you don't trust me with what you earn, then mimi ndio nafaa kuwekelea yangu kwa meza ya nini? Nyinyi ndio mnaharibu.
Is there competition there?
It is not competition. The leader, how are you leading, is the same way we will follow.
But you've just said by adequate provision.
Adequate provision, yes.
So, showing your
I hadn't finished. Ukanikata.
Wait, showing
ukanikata.
Sawa.
Ngoja nimalize.
Wait a minute. Showing paycheck is part of adequate provision.
That's why I need to explain to you that you get what I'm saying.
All right.
Now, adequate provision is I know what my husband gets. Even if it is 10,000. If we go to live Madare in a house of 1,000, I know this is the full match my husband has. That is the adequate provision I'm talking about. Nitakuelewa kwa level yako. Unaget? But sasa unanificha na umetuweka runda. Okay? And you cannot make my hair. You cannot take care of the children adequately. You're continuing to sack house assistants in the house. It doesn't make sense. We'd rather live in the slums and you're showing me your paycheck. Completely, I know my husband works in industrial area and his salary is 10,000. how can we plan this, my wife? Akiekelea kwa meza tunatoa tithe, tunatoa seed, bado tunaamini Mungu for lifting, and then now we go to the bills. That is what I mean.
Okay.
But for that man who is hiding,
let me ask a question.
That man who is hiding the money, paycheck yake hatujui for the last 10 years we have been married,
okay,
and I don't know the paycheck. Then if as much as you're providing or you're not providing fully, I can't trust you.
I have a question.
Then that will also put me in a position whereby, as much as Papa and Mama say that we should be able to put our monies together and tithe from the general income of the house, it will cut me off as a wife.
Now let me ask you. Let's say the woman is getting everything. The family is getting adequate provision. Like they're eating, they're dressed well, they live well, good school. Like there's no lack anywhere.
Right.
You want to make your hair, I give you money for your hair. You want to buy this, I do it.
Yeah.
Is there a need for you still to know how much I earn?
Marriage needs openness.
I'm just asking. I agree.
Marriage
agree.
needs open. That's what I'm answering. Okay? Marriage needs openness from the nitty-gritties to the big things. And money in a marriage is very important.
Do you know there are women who all they need...
women, we are still on the men.
Do you know... Wait. There are women who all they want to know or all they care about is that there's adequate provision.
They are there.
They don't even care about the pay. Matter of fact, they don't care where you work, what you do, how much you earn.
That's a careless wife. They are there.
What they need is to know that everything we need is taken care of.
But let me tell you one thing about such kind of women. If a nice storm hits that home financially, they can't stay. Because they are there because of the provision. They don't care about the building their homes tomorrow. If a storm hits very properly, if there's a word like very properly, that woman will go. Kwa sababu ya nini? She was there because she was being taken care of. So a good woman is that woman who will ask you, my husband, how much are you getting? I am getting 15,000. Please, kindly, let's plan on that 15,000 as we are believing God for a lifting. All right? That's the kind of woman that now we are talking about now. Now, when you talk about you're being provided for adequately, you're getting everything you need adequately, you're not lacking as a wife and the children, still, if there is no openness, it means in that marriage there is secrecy.
Let's get to men. What is and number 2 thing that shows the ladies are submissive. Your wife is submissive. Number 2 for men is being addressed with respect. Being addressed with respect. How you talk to the man shows respect, shows submission. How we address. Who's going to wear? Or you shout at your husband. No, for men that is disrespect. You talk to them carelessly, you insult them. Where muizi, you know, the way you address a man shows if you love him or if you respect him or not.
If you're submissive or not.
Even the way you talk to him in front of, more especially in front of people. This is what I want women to understand. When you treat a man as a king outside and you treat him as a trash inside, both of them are equal.
Yeah.
If you treat a man as king, uko nje you call him my husband. Uko nje you call him sir. Outside you call him where? Baba Njoro. Inside,
in the chamber.
Ama kwa nyumba, you just call him anyhow. For men is lack of submission. How you a small issue you've brought to your mother, you know, you're talking to your cousins about him. There's no submission there. Are you getting my point?
Get it.
So for men, how you address them. When you want to talk to a man, Mwambi, I want us to talk. Oh, this thing you're doing, I don't like it. Trying to push him down by your tone. And let me say something. There's nothing like I talk like that. For a man, ladies, you understand, there's nothing like mimi wahivyo. For a man, you must learn, you must come to the level of submitting to him. And another thing that should submit to your husband is your tone. Your tone must be submissive. You can't just call him, well, you just left the house and you leave anything. That's not respect. How you talk to your man, your husband, shows a lot of submission. Yes.
Can I just put a little nitete wa mama kidogo? Let me just say it. Let me just say it. Isikwe nilinyamazia. The thing is can any woman anywhere, I'm trying to get the right words, can a woman just come out from somewhere nowhere and just talk to the man badly?
Yes.
It happens.
Yes.
Is she mad?
She's not mad.
Or is she moody? Or what is happening? Because you know me, I don't get it. I think for someone to talk to you badly or rudely, it must have been provoked.
No matter what.
As in, tuanzie tu hapo kwanza.
Fine. Let's talk on the basis of you have amekugwara.
Ama mmekuwa na argument.
Yes.
Maybe the house has been rosy, you people have been happy, but something just came up, mkagwarana, both of you, si mmoja, mkagwarana. Is there room for a little anger in maybe the tone?
There shouldn't be there.
So huyu mtu akishi perfect, ile siku ataongea vibaya anasulubiwa.
You know what will happen? Let me give an example. For example, you're talking to your husband, all right? And this husband is angry. The question is this: what is submission anyway? If you can submit to me this way, okay? And then we come to talking, when you're angry, you lift your voice. Submission, Bible says, let wives submit to them in all things.
It is not always that the voice is lifted.
The thing is this: your husband has angered you.
Or something has happened.
Yes. Even if you're angry, you must find a ground.
A respectful,
a submissive ground. This is my husband, I can't raise my voice on him. This is my husband, I can't point him on the face. This is my husband, I cannot shout at him. That thing should be at the back of the oblongata.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So, fine. And for me, I tell people like this. This is my advice for women. If you're angry with your husband, you don't expect your husband to calm down for there to be peace. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Who's running here? And so you find, do you know why some men end up beating up their wives?
Yeah.
It is not good. It's not right. It shouldn't happen. It's because an argument has gone into a place. The man is angry. The woman is angry. The question is this: all of you, your anger has flared. At the peak, who will win? The man will win, because eventually it will become violent because you're still aggregating his anger. So at some point, the woman or if you calm down, say, okay, if I continue, this guy might slap me, so let me calm down. That consciousness, now, it should not get there. It shouldn't. My husband is angry on this matter. He's not understanding what I'm trying to say. Calm down.
Let me again also on the same point, which I am getting you, and I agree 100% with what you're saying. But on the same point, do you want to tell us that these men should be treated nicely like that? Are they themselves angels? Are they themselves reciprocating the same kind of treatment for them to get that kind of respect?
This is the thing.
Because kuna saa tuseme tu kweli, mtu atakuudhi, hiyo sauti ushinde kuicontain.
So ukiachilia.
Like now for example, we are talking to married, we are believing we are talking to it is a Christian platform.
Yeah, definitely it is.
Okay? Now, you're born again. Okay? And as a woman, and perhaps your husband is not. And akona tutabia tunaudhi. Strange woman hapa pale, pombe hapa pale, kukuja nyumbani late, mara hajakuja. Unaona? How do you handle such kind of a man mwenye anakuchocha tu kila siku? Kabisa, you become the worst part of you. How do you handle such kind of a man?
The thing is this.
Every day that man is pushing you to become the worst bit of you.
Yes.
The worst side of you.
Still, at the end of the day, when this thing blasts out, the woman will still lose. That's how God placed it.
You lose how?
This is the thing.
Do you mean the woman cannot manage without such kind of a man?
Lose in terms of this. Lose in these terms. Whereby, without an argument. Alright? Worse be it if you're living with a man who's not born again. Yes. It will get to a point, it will hit the wife. Will the wife fight him back? If that fighting, the man can kill this woman. That is why, as you said earlier, the woman is the weaker vessel. So, in this scenario, fine, is angering you. At that point where your anger has flared, swallow it. Look for another opportunity and bring. I'm talking to a Christian woman who has the Holy Spirit, who has the Holy Ghost. If you allow your anger to drown you, it means you've become fleshy. You've moved from the Spirit. You've become fleshy now. What needs to happen is, my husband, yesterday, I didn't like the way we ended our argument. You've calmed down yourself. But that particular moment, okay, the question is this: you're shouting, you're shouting. What will happen eventually? He will slap you. What will you do? You'll cry. Was that what you wanted? Fine, you have been able to remove what you're feeling inside, but your heart. The question is this. That's why God placed it that way. And we cannot go against when you try to go against the ordinance of God, that's when now things go out of proportion.
The sad thing is that at times, even for that woman, I'm speaking for that woman, because what I believe very strongly is that a woman who is nicely loved and nicely spoiled by the husband, okay? Kuna upendo tu kwa nyumba. That kind of a woman cannot just arise and abuse, arise and talk rudely to the husband. Unajua, kuna mali, like now, there's a place whereby if I'm shown love, I feel the love. Automatically submission, especially on my tone and the way I talk to my husband, itakuwa sawa.
Do you know?
So the thing is, it's true. They shouldn't talk back angrily. They shouldn't raise their voice. Their tone should be toned down nicely. And everything you're saying, I agree. I'm not saying that it shouldn't. But God needs to give women grace to submit to men who push them at a corner.
And then you see also,
I'm telling you the truth.
Another thing is here. When you don't do that, when you're not submissive to your husband 100%, man, the way God created him, he was to rule and dominate. That's what people should know. There are women, and this is where the difference comes in. There are women who their husband have loved them too much. To an extent, the man does not do anything bad to them. So what do?
Is that normal?
They want to manipulate the man. They want to manipulate him. Whereby, if the man does not do what the woman wants, the woman does not
retaliate.
You know?
Yeah.
That is wrong. Now, because this man does not shout, the wife will apana to the kanisa leo. The man said no. Apana. So the war will come from there. Because the woman now will find a way. Why some men become a bit rigid? It's because they want to cover that spot. So there are women, if you show them, oh honey, baby, oh, you know, it's okay, it's fine. Women tend to come above.
So what is the balancing point?
Balance is this. After this short break, we'll be back with the balance. Don't touch that dial.
This thing called marriage.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Karibu sana. Welcome back. We thank God for you. Today is Tuesday. We call it the Terrific
Tuesday.
And we believe that this day, every Tuesday, we come to you with a very great topic on the subject of marriage.
Yes.
We always believe that marriage is good.
Marriage works.
If only
you want
and today we are here to help you
work the marriage.
Good. And so those who are watching us on Facebook, all our sons and daughters on Facebook, kindly like, love, and
share.
And also
host a watch party.
Good. Quickly, we are back on the subject of today. Tonight it is love and what?
Love and submission.
Wow. And we are teaching on the subject of love and submission. And we are saying there are things that every woman should know, or there are things that every man should know, that if they do this, the wife will know the husband loves her.
Right.
And there are things that if a woman does to the man will know that the wife submits very well. So we began by saying the first thing for the woman is that for men, for the woman, how do they get to know that the man loves them is by protecting them and defending them.
Yeah, being defensive and protective on your wife.
Very correct.
That is one of the ways that a wife realizes and feels my husband loves me.
Number two is by providing for your wife and what?
And your family adequately according to your capacity.
And for men, we say number one is by following well. When a man feels is the woman submits to him very well.
Yeah.
When the woman has submitted to the man, when the woman is following well. So anytime a woman is following, the man is excited, and the man knows that this woman submits to me. Number two, a way a man knows that the woman is submitted is when the woman addresses the man respectfully.
Right.
How the woman addresses the man matters a lot to the man. Very, very important. So we are on this number three, and because of time, we want to go a bit faster. For number three, for the woman, is by lending and listening ear to what? To your wife when she needs you. Lending a word.
Lending a listening ear.
Atakusikizwa.
Most men have a problem with listening to their wives.
Men are very impatient.
That's the thing. Thank you for saying it as it should come out. You have said it perfectly.
I know.
Most men have a challenge of listening to their wives. One, wako na ile mentality. They have a bad mentality that when their wives are talking, either wanataka kupigiwa kelele, kusomewa, kupashwa. You know that bad mentality already. When the woman just says,
I want us to talk.
Ashajipanga.
Nini?
Usura hata kama alikuwa na smile anacheza na watoto, sura inabadilikanga saa hiyo.
Nini fanyika?
Na remote inachukuliwa, anachukua simu. You know, there is no communication without eye contact.
Nini?
There is no communication. Just imagine,
Yes.
You're teaching someone or you're talking to people who are looking down. As a pastor, many a times I hear you tell them, look up, isn't it? Because maybe all of them are looking down and you're talking to them. You're not sure if they are concentrating. Because mtu akikuangalia hivi ndio unajua at least anakupatia attention. All right? Now, men are poor listeners. And they want to be listened to. How can you want something that you yourself cannot give? You cannot give. You cannot. You laugh at me there. I'm very serious. It's true.
Men can give.
Men are poor listeners. And let me just tell you the truth.
Let me say something here.
Some of these things that they do are the things that we reciprocate. Mama nani? Unamwongelesha akikunja nguo. Because sasa wewe
tabia mbaya.
Hivyo ndo umemfunza. You know you're the leader.
No.
Let me tell you the truth. One of the things that men should accept too is that they are leaders.
Correct.
And the direction, whether good or bad, they show in their home, mother and children follow. So kama mimi unisikizangi saa ile nataka kukuambia maneno, maybe niko na vitu kwa roho yangu zinanisumbua. My life is not progressing. Biashara is not doing well. We have been stagnant on one place for a long time. I want us to talk because you're my husband. You're the first person I should talk to. Okay? At that particular time, you're talking to someone who kwanza ashaanuna. They asha kublock. Number 2, sayo ndi anatafuta which news is going on. Baka aneka KTN news.
Me, I think there's a reason to that. There's a reason.
Skia.
Let me just ask me which one first.
Goja. Let me just.
Because you see
I
what?
know the reason.
Which one?
The reason is amezoea kupashwa, so asha lock. No, is that not the reason?
The reason is this. Most men, if you see them look aside, they have gone through that road before. So anajuaga wewe ni jambo hivi, kuna mambo nimefanya ama kuna ameona ama
wewe unajishuku kumaanisha you know you are not straight.
Me, what I think, if a woman wants to talk to the husband, not really kumpasha. That's what I'm saying. This is what needs to happen. My husband, I'm feeling so low. The thing is this. It is something maybe bothering you, this person. Don't tell him let's talk. Men are always on guard. The thing is this.
So how do you say it? Unasema umemkuta akienda kazi, azini unamwambush tu na maneno ndio umpate off guard.
This is the thing.
There's a way to start this thing.
Yes, just tell him, my husband, I'm feeling so low.
My husband. This is my husband.
See, I'm feeling so low. Already, you have told him what he didn't expect when he had no guard. So what is it? What is the problem? You will go to the solution. You will go to the issue. Honey, and us to talk.
But that is
already you have confused. That 3 minutes is looking. His mind goes to my day, my wallet, my phone, my.
Kwa sababu anajishuku.
True.
Seem straight.
True. Ni ukweli. But you see now, for you to avoid that and not have that.
Ye mwenye achange njia zake ndio sile anaapproachiwa ana kitu ya kuguard.
Let me say something.
On guard. What are you guarding?
Let me say something here.
Is your wife your enemy?
There are women who are just too much. Let's be very honest here. There are women who are too much. They are very snoopy. They are very touchy. They are very petty. So and then they are too, for lack of a better word, noisy. Wanatanga vita ama kitu taanza vita.
Ni wote?
Most of them. So what will happen is this. The truth is this. If you see a man putting guard, he can't put a guard on something which is not there.
Two.
Let's be honest first.
Number one.
Let's talk. There's a way Najua hii kitu, you'll be living together. You know how this thing flows. It's like when Akama tell you, honey, there's a way I will call you. You have to arrange yourself.
This is
right?
it, my husband. Yes.
So the thing is this: there are women out here who, one, they don't know how to bring up. It's true. It's not a must that anytime you talk to your husband, you want to accuse him or you want to confront him. But you see also,
you want just to talk.
But also, if you have been accusing him and confronting him, it's something he's used to. You see, he's used to. So what will he do? He will put guard because he's used to this pattern.
Now, let's just be frank here. Even you as a man, okay, you can be used to confronting and attacking your wife. Kama akona kitu ya kuatakiwa na kukonfrontiwa.
Yes.
Tuseme for example, God forbid, you're a man who has a wife who is a drunkard. Her works is leaving the children with the house assistant and going on party sprees. Okay? When you approach that your wife, amezoea huyu tu anataka kunizima, kunipigia kelele, jana nilikuja late, nini, isn't it? Why? Because of her bad behavior. Is it not true? Now, the reason as to why that man will have that guard, number one, anajua njia zake si straight. So, ako already na guard number one. Sasa ni nini tena nimefanya? Nilishikwa wapi? Ni nini nimekutwa? So, the first thing to correct, so that kusikue kuko na issues always zenye zinaadresiwa, zenye ni mbaya. Unaona? It should be, can this man change his ways? Ndio, when the wife says, excuse me, it's the right way to approach a man for a conversation, especially your husband. It is the right way. Hakuna nje ingine. Unaona? The right way is, my husband, I know you're about to go to work, but can we talk? Let me just have 10 minutes of your time. Sa hiyo maybe kuna kitu imekukalia kwa roho. Unaona? You want just to pour, anakupatie cancel, akienda. Unaona? That's the right way. Can we talk, please? Give me just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then akaichini pay. See the way you're looking at me? That is what we need from as women. I know you're listening to me. I know you're taking in what I'm telling you. Without any you feeling any guilt. As if I've come to kill you. As if, why should you put any guard? You shouldn't have any guard as a man. What are you guarding? Is your wife your enemy? You only have those guards when you know you're guilty negatively of something.
Even if the man is guilty, even if he's guilty and you're a compassion.
Afai kupashwa ya kwanza.
Yes. Even if you want to tell him something. Let me do something here. If you see, and I want you to understand this point. Don't miss this point. If you see a man that is always on guard, as she said, it's true. There's something he's trying to hide.
Defend.
Or defend. Number two, he wants to defend himself from you. You as a person. Don't even know what he has done. For example.
Sasa kama hiyo inaandoliwa.
For example, I like the way you've said it. You come, my husband, can I have like
10 minutes
of your time? There's something else to discuss. The first thing, how you've come. Na kabla wende, na katunge kitu fulani. Immediately that man will lock. So you've come, can I have some few minutes of your time? It's okay, what is it? Then you tell him, hey, I went through your, I bumped into a text on your phone and it broke me. It really hurt me. You see, you found an issue on his phone, and true, he knows. But the way you've come to him, even if he was to defend anything.
Wewe na wewe, nani alikwambia ushike simu yangu?
Yes.
Na kushika simu yako kila siku. Kwani unanga nafasi na amuke akuache bang mlango?
No problem.
It happens.
Yes. But let me tell you.
Next time utamapproach aje?
This is what will happen. This is what women should understand. The way you came will prick him. Itamudunga. Let me tell you, this is what men process things over time. Don't be deceived with anything that men assume. Men don't assume. Men don't. That's why you will find men don't bring up issues. Men don't go back to the past. What men will do, he will process it within him till he gets a solution, either negatively or positively. I found a text on your phone. The first thing is you go to that lady. You see, but you see, there's a thing. There are men amejua tone mama waga hivi. Na ataneka habari kati yote kakumi. Atanende maneno. Na uendelee kufanya hivyo. Like tanks. So I agree with you. Men definitely, all men have a defense.
But it is wrong.
It's wrong. But you see, women are the only people who can break that defense.
How? Tell
For
us.
example, one way you break that defense is how you come. And I'll be sure with you, men will deny it. Caught red-handed, they will deny it.
I say so.
But this is the truth. You will prick him. Anytime you will be going out, you'll be feeling guilty. And when he comes home, even if he finds you crying, it will prick him. Wherever he will be, he will not be at peace within him. He will be he will try to assume. But when he sits alone, if he truly loves you, at some point, he will either change or come and apologize. But when you motor, steamer, it's like when listening to you is like hugging a transformer. It will not happen.
Okay.
For men, how do you get to know that the man is the woman is submissive? That's number 3.
Yeah.
For a man is when a woman is responsible and thoughtful. Responsible. Men hate wasters. Let me use this word, you might not like it. Men hate to feel they have a useless wife.
It's true.
Useless. Anyway, who go to? Anyway, tukikaivi tuongee, una kakitu kusema.
You are mumushous upstairs.
Men like thinkers because men, one of the things they don't have, or rather, men are processors. So what they like is somebody who challenges their thoughts.
Yes.
A smart woman. Hey, I want to buy land. What do you think? Most men, leave alone these other funny men, will ask my wife, what do you think? Now, this is what men look for. Women get this right. Men is not looking for your decision. Is looking for your suggestion and opinion. No, that's not the thing was looking for. Men like women who can think.
Mara mingi wanaambiwa wanunue.
Wanaambiwa zuri kata kununua, kwenda usiniambie. What men are looking for? Not a woman anakuambia, mimi sijui. Awe jipange. Ukitaka wewe mimi sijui wewe bado tutapeleka tena.
Ama unaongelesha Slay Queen ako kwa chewing gum.
Wewe ukitaka wewe
unataka kubai wapi? La chewing gum is as if she wants to bite you. Her own self.
A man with brain, a man that is visionary and focused. If the wife is smart, he will let the wife run the show. Because men, those are. But I could hapo. Honey, how are you? Fine. How was your day? Anything new today? No, just you are sleeping. And that issue we discussed concerning business. Sijafikiria bado. Men like women who, and then also, I'll come to that. Men also like women that use their thoughts, use their mind, use their brain. You know, woman get akili. This woman is, and then they bring you to the table. My husband, I think if you do this, tumeomoka. So men like women who are thoughtful, and women responsible. Who are responsible. If your husband gives you 1,000 shillings, really, let him come back and see something has happened. See mpya umeongeza hizi toka nini? Eyelashes, sijui you have nails like of a grave digger. Turefu hivi. What? I gave you how much? 100k. Okay. Account for it. 3k.
I don't know.
Mi ilisha tu.
And then kana kasirika kakiulizwa hesabu.
So what needs to happen for women is that is what you find. Men like a woman we can watch football with. We're supporting yoyote. Well, think about your team. You will find yourself in their clique, in his clique. Yes.
That one, women were still jogging and praying for grace to watch some.
But let's agree, there are women who can be mumu.
Yes, they don't know what their husbands' life entails. They don't know what their husbands like. They don't know how they like it. That is mumushous.
Very.
That is extremely being mumuric. It is extremely being, a woman who is not a thinker, an irresponsible woman, which most women naturally even overthink. Most women. No, I'm just saying most women.
Overthink.
Kuna squeeze alafu honey. Let me just ask today on that point of responsibility and irresponsibility.
Yes.
What is it with current men nowadays and going for irresponsible girls?
Irresponsible?
Yeah. What is it?
What do you mean irresponsible?
Unapata ni anaenda tu uko kwa market kutafuta uko to irresponsible girls. A girl who cannot put anything fast moving in his life.
Sometimes the challenge is too much at home.
Apana, not strange woman. Unapata ameoa kasichana kama ako.
Kale kafikiri.
Lakini ni karembo, you know.
I think he was looking for a trophy wife, not a destiny wife.
Because now.
And eventually, such kind of men end up cheating on those women.
With who?
With cheating on their wives later.
With a thinker, with a wise.
Men like challenge. Not competition, challenge.
Someone who makes you think.
Yes, someone who makes the man run. You know, men like a woman who is, I'm going for my masters. Yeah. The man says, okay, I'm going for PhD. They love challenge. They like when we are talking about things concerning politics. The wife can say something. Then we say, Sonko was the governor of Machakos.
Ama, governor wa kwenu ni nani? You're looking up at the skies. You don't even know the governor of your village. Yeah.
As my governor of Nairobi, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah. But let me just accept to that. There are some things that women need to flow into. Okay. Especially if you know your husband loves politics, loves sportish activities and all those. Apart from you being responsible at home, he can rely on you. You need to come into his space.
Yeah, even his vision.
You need to come into his space and really jump into his vision.
True.
Yeah, that one automatically. Even if you have your work per se, I give a good example with a minister's wife. All right? Maybe you're working full time, you're in the office 8 to 5 p.m. And your husband has a ministry and they have evening services. Please pass by church, the evening service. That is supporting his work.
I think the men don't like him.
Huh? Sasa unaona mashida. Sasa hata tukijaribu kukua vizuri pia huku utaki. Sasa mnataka ngaje?
Ataki hapa kwa sababu mwe kakamya tu police. Tuache hiyo.
Sasa wewe unaharibu. Mimi nataka kujenga on supporting the vision. Wewe una
spoil. The truth, there are men who don't want their wives in their work.
Na sasa mbona unasema it's important.
Kuna wamama. It's true. Men like those kind of men, but also there are men who don't like. Men, is it true? There are men who don't like, but those one have some agendas, some hidden agendas.
That is it. We are talking about the positive side here.
All right.
That the positive side is at least support your husband.
Mwambie hii na hii naweza.
Na wewe utamsupportaje akiwa ako nini, she's a working class and then maybe she has a business somewhere. How will you support?
I'll come to do the stock taking in the business, and also this is the thing. This is what I'll tell men. If your wife has a business, pass by. You know how things are running. Possibly help her where you can. Don't manage. Sikuja hapo kuleta kichwa. Sikuja hapo kuonyesha wewe ujuku unafanya. No, just come and see 2-3 loopholes. Talk to her privately, or come there. Let people know this woman has a backup. Your wife always needs a backup.
The backup is perfect.
Very important. Our time is up, but before we end this program, we would like to know. This is what today we'll take a different angle a bit. This is the thing. For marriage to be sweet on this issue of love and submission, in a nutshell, in a holistic, wholesale way, what would you say? Is it workable, or what would you say?
It is tough, but it is workable. Yeah, it is not easy to submit. It is not. Especially to some men, it is not.
Okay.
But it is workable. There is a way God can help you. Matter of fact, the marriages that are going to stand in this end time are the marriages that have the help of God.
Wow. I agree. And let me ask, with those men who are tough-headed, men who are stubborn, men who just something else. probably they're cheating. Probably not really cheating. They're just tough. They don't listen. They don't care. They're hard-hearted. How would you tell the woman? How do you think the woman should handle that kind of person?
For me, how the woman should be able to handle that person, it is, again, I repeat, it is not easy to live with such kind of a man and submit. Okay? For me, so that you don't get aggravated, okay? So that you don't continue being the worst part of yourself. Huyu mwanaume anakufungua tu ile pande mbaya. The thing is, give him space. Completely.
What do you mean space?
You need to cook.
Okay.
You've gone to work. If I see in the evening, God bless you. Give him his, wacha ajipike huko. Let him have, yes. Because now you've tried having a sitting with him, he's not changing. Probably you've gone to the pastor, he's not changing. Probably you've called your parents, he's not changing. You've tried all the things. This, I'm talking to someone who sasa amefika kwa kona. Wacha kukufa na stress. Wacha kupiga kelele. You only have the option of let him be and you concentrate your life with other things. If you meet at home in the evening, okay. Atafika mwamba, atagonga mwamba. There's a point atafika atagonga nini ukuta hivi mwisho. There are times you need to show tough love.
Oh.
Yes.
For me, what I would say for men, your wife is this rowdy. Bio, they are always on Kipchoge Stadium. The thing is this, with women, you have to be understanding. For men, women are so demanding.
A lot.
Women, their demands are not big things. So many small things that can annoy.
Entire. Inachosha.
Women, they are so, let me use the word petty. Petty is a bad word.
Petty is wrong.
The women are so nitty, you know? They have okona to V2, to small things. What you need to know is first, learn to handle your wife's emotions. This is the way. Learn to cool your wife down. Learn to show her what you're saying is wrong to me. You might, no matter how angry she is, remind her in a good way. The way you're talking to me, I will not answer you if you're talking that tone. Let her know that you don't like when she's talking. Don't also show you a man to shout. Tell her now, listen, okay, the way you're talking to me, this topic is over. I'll listen to you next time when you're willing to be listened to.
When you're sane.
When you're talking like a human being. Now you're shouting like a mad woman. So she will know that I have no true way when I'm throwing tantrums.
That's the thing.
So she will learn. This is how I talk to my husband. Number 2.
You know that is also stamping your authority.
Yes.
And showing direction.
And number 2 is learn to correct your wife with love. When the day there's no issue, never correct your wife at the heat of a moment. Correct your wife when there's no issue. But the way, sweetheart, the way you talk as if we are fighting, I don't like. You talk happy? No. You have not done anything. But I've noticed anytime there's an issue, you talk as if we are fighting. You raise your voice, you point at me. It makes me feel bad. And tell her, I'm not accusing you, I'm just telling you what I don't like. You're my wife and I love you. And I want to, if she's akona kichwa mzuri, atakuelewa. Number 3, love your wife perfectly, if you can. Mpende mpaka juu jamaa ananipenda. One thing, and this will tell me, don't cheat on your wife. Please. Hata kama uko tempted, mwambie tu yenyewe na niombe kuna karoka na misukuma hivi. Kuna kamusukumo.
And once you confess it to your wife, that demon dies.
Yeah.
I don't know how that applies.
Because the devil wants sin brews on the platform of what?
Concealing.
Of conceal or secret. So tell them, hey, of late, you may notice I'm looking at women funnily.
Yeah.
I've not done anything. Hey, we need to pray over this matter.
Imagine atakushika mkono.
You know, but now mama pia usikwe chuma ya reli.
Sasa hapo anaye pia akiambiwa ataanza.
Unaangalia sana.
Siku hizi unaangalia. Nimekuona wewe, nimekuona.
Show your wife love. Make sure nobody comes between you and your wife.
Right.
Then the next thing you do is love your children. When you love your children, the wife will see love.
Yeah.
Love your children. Show them love.
One of the things that I tell men, hapa hivi chini ya carpet, if as a husband, if you're not loving your wife properly and also not loving your children and taking care of them, one of the easiest way that woman can go like a flash like this is just get another man who is showing love to the children, not even her. Ataenda. A woman will be melted by a man who shows pure, clean, perfect love to the children.
There's something I do in my house. We do in our marriage, but I do it as a man. I treat my children. Mark my word, my children.
Our children.
Mark my word, my children. I buy gifts for my children. So when I'm buying something, this is what I do. Say, these are my children. The next question I was that is to show you she has to feel jealous of how I love my children. So you need to show love. That does not mean you are trying to put her aside. It just means these children are a priority to me.
That's the thing.
These children are important. These children are the core. Don't put your love for your children above your wives.
Right.
But also show your children love. Create time with them, for them. Spoil them. Do things that make your children happy. Create time for your children. And then the marriage will work. We believe you've been blessed. We believe you've been happy. We believe that something good is coming. We want to appreciate God for everyone who has been watching. And we encourage you to keep watching this program, this SOA TV, and this thing called marriage. And any question you have, concern, or any contribution, you can also, the same thing, you can send the text on the same lines, 0727-438-728 or 0705
899-608.
That's the number to call or text, and then you'll be directed and those questions will come and you'll be able to. Also, you can inbox us on our Facebook page. You can follow us on all our Facebook platforms. You can get the Woman of God on Instagram.
Right.
What's the Instagram?
My Instagram page is Pastor Juliet Akama.
Yes. And on Facebook?
My Facebook page is also Pastor Juliet Akama.
And the Lord?
Ladies of Royal Distinction, also on Facebook.
Yes, you can get me on Rev B Akama and Son of Abundance. You can also get us on SOA TV KE. And on Instagram, Rev B Akama, and God will bless you. And for now, we want to say that God bless you, keep you, and watch over you. You and your marriage definitely will work. Every Tuesday, me and this beautiful girl of mine, we always say that marriage is good.
Marriage works.
If only
you work it.
And bye for
now.
God bless you.
God bless you.